Hi, my name is Kristen and I'm the Wellness Account Manager at Ulliance, and I'm here today with Chef Nicole. Hi, Chef.
Hi, it's good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you too. We're here today to kick off our 2019 cooking demo series, and we're starting off with some energy bars, right?
Yep, exactly. So, you get up in the morning, you're in a hurry, you grab whatever is easy and your cup of coffee and you go. So rather than it be a donut or a coffee cake, I thought maybe we'd focus on something a little bit healthier. So we're starting with oats.
Okay.
So the best thing that you can do when you're mixing certain things is to mix your dry ingredients and then mix your wet ingredients. So the first thing we're gonna do is mix our dry ingredients. Rolled oats. I like rolled better than steel cut, just because if you look, you can see they're kind of a little bit more broken down.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna do shaved coconut. I like shaved coconut better than shredded because it toasts up really nice. And then also it has a lot less sugar than, that blue, not to pick on the blue bag, but the blue bag that everybody knows from Kroger. So then we just toss these guys in here.
Okay.
We're gonna do some chia seeds. Chia seeds are high in fiber, they're high in protein, they're really good for you, and they're also anti-inflammatory. So they're great for the digestive system.
Fantastic.
And then ground flaxseed meal. You can buy them whole. They're actually a little less expensive if you buy them whole. And you can buy one of those little spice grinders and grind them yourself.
Okay.
A good place to keep it though is in the freezer. That way it'll last longer. So those guys go in. And then we're gonna add some pistachios.
Okay.
So you can do it the hard way where you put them on the board and you cut them all up and then try to avoid doing that to yourself. Or you can just put them right on in this little guy.
Okay.
And just give them a buzz. Not too much, we just want to break them up so that they have different little bits. So give it a quick little buzz. That looks pretty good. So we got some big pieces, some little pieces.
Nice.
Right? And that took a heck of a lot less time than cutting them all ourselves.
For sure.
Those guys go in, and then we're gonna do the same thing with our chocolate chips. I really do believe with chocolate you get what you pay for. So then these guys go in. Same thing, you could chop them on the board if you don't have one of these, but I literally use this thing every single day, and I think it was 30 bucks on Amazon. So, yay, chocolate.
And if you wanted to, would this be a good place to maybe add some dried fruit?
Oh yeah, yes.
Like a cranberry?
Oh, cranberries would be good. Cranberries are like dried tart cherries. We are in Michigan after all. So then we just wanna mix together all of our ingredients just to incorporate them, right? So that you don't get a big old clump of one thing or the other. So now that we have our dry ingredients done, we're gonna go ahead and add our wet ingredients.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have you on that. If you wanna go ahead and turn on the heat. Yep, perfect, like a low medium heat. Go ahead and add the peanut butter, or the almond butter.
Can I have
Yes,
a
you can.
thingy? Thanks.
That helps, right?
Yes.
And then go ahead and add our honey. And then we're gonna add a little bit of maple syrup. This is a pinch of salt and a half a teaspoon of ground ginger. Typically you would add your ginger in a dry ingredient, but we're not cooking anything, so I want the ginger to bloom. Like I want to kind of wake up the spice, which is why we're putting it to the heat. Yeah, oh my gosh. Wait till you taste this. That's the best part of this, is tasting.
Yes.
Okay, that looks pretty good.
Okay.
So go ahead, and now I want you to pour all of that into here. Yum! Mm-hmm. And it's healthy-ish,
Yay!
too.
And I feel like you could also play around with this recipe. Lots of different things, variations you can make with fruit, different nuts.
Yep. You always, I'm kidding, but you always want to taste to make sure that it has what it needs before you go to the final product.
That's so good.
Isn't that good? Yeah. I love it because it's actually kind of healthy too, so you feel good about eating it. So now that we have the mix made, we need to form it. So once you grab that 8x8 pan, and all I did is I cut some parchment paper ahead of time and just kind of fit it in there. You want to move fast, right? You don't want to have too many interruptions because it'll start to solidify. So you want to be able to form it while it's still warm.
Gotcha.
Get all those goodies in there.
Yeah, that looks so good.
You just kind of want to work it into the corners.
Okay.
Just like that. And then you want to pop this in the fridge until it solidifies, but it usually takes about 2 hours or so, and then it's good to go. And presto change.
Oh, wow.
What do you know, right? And then you just pop it out onto your board. Just like that.
Perfect.
You cut it however you like. I like little bite-sized pieces, but you could certainly cut it into bars. And if you have any trouble cutting it, you can run your knife blade under some hot water, and that'll make it a lot easier to cut through it. Well, there you have it, healthy energy bars.
That was great, Chef. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
You can find the recipe at ulliance.com. We're also social, so you can check us out on LinkedIn, follow us on Twitter, Facebook. Hope you learned a few great tips from Chef, and we'll see you next time.